The Muppet Show every weekday at 5:30. Turner, Portrait of a Legend.
And I'm beginning to realize now that I am a living legend. And you don't really have to pass on to become one. Just hang around.
Hello and welcome to Portrait of a Legend. I'm James Darren. In the next half hour, we'll take a look at the career of a woman who crossed river deep and mountain high to become one of the most exciting stage performers of all time. Tina Turner. Tina Turner becomes an accidental star. Next on Portrait of a Legend.
Search presents The Encounter. You never know when you're going to wind up face to face with someone. With Search, you're always ready.
I think this is my seat.
Excuse me? Only Search has a great taste, plus a glistening drop of resin and a fresh, clean flavor to get your breath fresh enough to go face to face.
Could I be here the wrong night?
Oh, I don't think so.
Search for breath that's face-to-face fresh. Discover the power of gold. Marantz Gold. Stereo components with 24-karat gold-plated audio connections. Marantz Gold. You can see it, touch it, hear it perform. Discover the new gold standard of audio technology. The solid gold sound of Marantz. A lot of ice creams can tell you they're all natural, even though they put in stabilizers or thickeners like gums and gelatin. At Breyers, we pledge that our ice cream contains none of those things. Breyers uses nothing but ripe fruit, pure sugar, wholesome milk, and thick cream. There just isn't any other ice cream that's more all-natural than Breyers.
I, William, take you, Elizabeth, to be my wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer and for poor, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish.
Life doesn't always work out the way you planned. When it doesn't, we can help. House of Ruth. Help for battered women.
Tina Turner began life as Annie Mae Braddock in Brownsville, Tennessee. And as she tells our correspondent Maria Shriver, she got her first onstage experience, like many rhythm and blues acts, singing the gospel truth.
Well, it was a Baptist church, and they were just spiritual songs, songs about, love and giving and doing all of the right things that make life good and fruitful, I can't at this moment think of any because it was such a long time since I've actually done those numbers. It was very small. But those were good times, to remember all of the church singing and the choir and all.
In the mid-50s, Tina Turner moved from rural Brownsville to the bright lights of St. Louis. And it was there that she began to develop a taste for life in the fast lane.
About 15 years old, I joined my mother in Missouri. And my sister was old enough for clubs at the time. And she was dating the drummer and going to clubs. And I wanted to because my sister didn't sing or dance. And I had all the talent, and I wanted to be there and be a part of it. So I started dressing older, wearing her clothes and the correct hairstyles and makeup. And with the surrounding yourself with the older women, no one really noticed, so I was able to get in.
In the nightclubs of St. Louis, Tina Turner not only found music very different from what she used to sing in church, she also found a husband, bandleader Ike Turner. But Ike wasn't interested in having Tina become a singer. She accomplished this by accident.
And I asked Ike a few times if I could sing with him because I was so inspired. The music was just great. I mean, it was a performing band. The saxophone players were marching about, and the guitar players were playing. I wanted to get up there and do what I'm doing now. And he always said okay, but he never called me. And then there was this one night after about a year, the drummer set the microphone down for my sister, and of course she's very shy, and she said no. And I took the mic and immediately started singing because Ike was playing. It was an intermission where he was creating, and I started singing the song. I knew the song. And I had this very heavy voice, and out of this body came this voice, and he was impressed. He was quite excited.
Started what?
Ike Turner had worked both as a band leader and as a talent scout. In fact, Ike was the man responsible for discovering legendary bluesman Howlin' Wolf. Ike recognized the raw talent in his wife, Tina, and he gave her a song he had written. And then he told her how to sing it, which did not make Tina very happy.
In the beginning, I didn't like it. It's how Ike wanted me to sing because these were how the songs were. And so I sang them that way. It was very hard for me, screaming, and I had been singing opera in high school and then talent shows, and here it was, I'm screaming this to my lung, this rock and roll R&B. Baby, won't you come on and take my hand? Come on and take my hand. Let me hear you say, say you want to be my loving man. Sing a song for me now. Baby, please, don't go. Don't go. Baby, I love you so. I'm going to stop the music for just a few minutes now, because I want to ask
Tina Turner took a big leap from gospel and opera to some of the most exciting rhythm and blues ever sung. But Tina Turner isn't just another R&B voice. She also developed an incredible stage show featuring the Ikettes.
Whose idea was it to have the Ikettes?
Well, the people of New York, again, when Ike and I had our second hit record, they felt, well, it's not professional for Tina to stand on stage. Well, today, the rock people all stand there and sing, and then the lead singer come out, or etc. But in that time, it was said that it wasn't professional for the star to actually be on stage and be a part of all of what is going on. And then she's introduced, and she stepped from doing the background vocals and began singing. And then Ike and I decided that we would have to get background vocals. I've always danced, and at that time it was the twist of the pony, and I couldn't stand still, so I've always moved. So I figured, well, the girls have to have a look about themselves and the dressing, and so I got involved with, I've always sort of been a self-made woman as far as Vogue and following what looks good. So I started helping the girls with hair that's good for them, and the correct dress for them. And everything was very, very tapered then. We could sort of do a little twirl with the hand and the pony and the twist. So we went out and bought wigs, and I gave them 3 steps to do for certain songs, and a basic, as we call a basic step, which it all started during that time. And everybody, it works now for just, instead of just standing at the microphone with the hands hanging. And that was all me. That was all a part of what my input. Ike's input was the overseer, selecting of songs, but I would sort of work with taking them to get the dresses and their look, and he would okay it. He was still the last word, you know.
Tina Turner meets Proud Mary, next on Portrait of a Legend.
Wow! Tootsie Rolls!
For over 80 years, Tootsie Rolls have delighted children. And for 40 years, Tootsie Pops, with a Tootsie Roll Center, have brought long-lasting enjoyment. And now, there's Tootsie Pop Drops, hard candy drops with a Tootsie Roll Center. Tootsie Rolls, Tootsie Pops, Tootsie Pop Drops. Tootsie, terrific for Halloween treats.
It's from Tootsie Roll.
He drove you up to Lover's Lane, but your breath made him drive right back again.
Brush your breath, brush your breath, brush your breath with Dentine.
You think you're really Mr. Groovy, but your breath can star in a horror movie.
Brush your breath, brush your breath, brush your breath with Dentine.
Not even mouthwash can freshen your breath more effectively than when you're chewing Dentine.
Oh, your new bikini's really great. Your breath is the only thing they hate.
Brush your breath, brush your breath, brush your breath with Dentine.
It started with a dream. Henry Breyer's dream to make the best ice cream the country had ever seen. To find only sweet, ripe peaches and then hand-pick the most perfect ones for Breyer's. To this day, only fresh, natural ingredients go into Breyer's. Nothing artificial, ever. Sometimes, if you care enough, a dream can last a long, long time.
Hello, I'm Loretta Wall. Everyone is concerned about the effects of federal budget cuts in health care, and it's time we learn the real facts. Join doctors, health officials, and major health care agencies at the Maryland Health Convocation on Thursday and Friday, October 15th and 16th at Hunt Valley Inn. National and local experts will explore a range of health care issues from block grants to lobbying techniques. The public is invited to attend. To register, call 727-2311.
Tina Turner projected an incredible sexual image on stage, and after a while, her short skirts and her exotic dancing began to overshadow her singing.
After a while, I began to read the press, and it spoke of the dancing, the movement, and the gestures, but never of singing. And then I realized that my type of singing at the time, it wasn't considered singing, it was screaming. There's nothing I can do about it. It was my style, it was how I produced it. And then the mini dresses came, and I felt, well, what it has to be is that with all the dancing and the way that I dance, it's the little short dresses, so there must be some fantasy there that the people are seeing, because I saw no sex in this here for myself.
In the early 60s, Ike and Tina Turner hit with such songs as It's Gonna Work Out Fine, Poor Fool, and I Idolize You. And Tina remembers discovering on the tour of England that Mick Jagger idolized her.
There was this boy standing watching the show, and I felt that he was of the other group. I had no idea it was Mick Jagger. And finally one day he came to the dressing room. He says, "I love the way you girls dance." And I like how he spoke. So we sort of became friends, and he was just teaching me some of that. And of course, he couldn't do the dances because he's not like a dancer per se, because of a rhythm that he has. But he took from what we taught him in fun, and it's how he started moving in attitudes. And I think a lot of that was the inspiration of that first tour. He loved how we danced, and it was in high heel shoes, and during the time there was no pantyhose. It was the regular garter stockings, and there was a garter showing, but that was what we did, and we didn't know better, so that was it. And it was accepted even in England.
Do you like good music? Sweet soul music. All of that swinging. Yeah, yeah. Get out here on the floor, y'all. Oh, dancing to a go-go. Dancing to the music. Yeah, yeah. Spotlight is on me, y'all. I'm having a ball, y'all. Singing with soul, y'all. Yeah, yeah.
Everything was done right there on the stage. Spontaneous thing. Arrangements and everything. Everybody communicated. And it happened. And with so much energy, because we look at each other and laugh, and we were all tuning in. So much energy right there with people that communicate, that could communicate, and get it happening right there.
That's a good job in the city. Working for the man every night and day. But I never lost 1 minute of sleeping, worrying about the way things might have been. Things will keep on turning. Keep on turning. Rolling, we're rolling. Rolling down the river. Rolling, rolling. Rolling down the river. Cleaned a lot of plates in Memphis, y'all. Pumped a lot of pain down in New Orleans. But I never saw the good side of the city till I hit the ride on the riverboat swing. Big wheel keep on turning. Round there keep on turning, y'all. Rolling, rolling, rolling down the river. Rolling, rolling, rolling down the river.
Ike and Tina Turner had a few small hits after Proud Mary, but the magic had gone out of their act. and in 1976 they were divorced. At just about the same time, Tina made her motion picture debut as the Acid Queen in the motion picture Tommy.
My first thing alone, I was going to do a movie, which is my dream still, to become an actress. I was acting, not speaking necessarily, but still I was doing something physical, doing a game, not singing, not just singing. I love those horror movies, and I'm able to really take myself out of myself and become those things. I can really go into it immediately, you know. And that machine, I really felt that I was there. I would stand, I was on another level, and I used to stand and watch as they built it, and I felt that I was becoming that monster. If your child ain't all he should be now, this girl will put him right. I'll show him what he could be now. Just give me one more night.
Tina Turner talks about the fear of going solo, next on Portrait of a Legend.
Maybelline launches a whole new era in mascara. Introducing Dial-A-Lash, world's first adjustable mascara. Maybelline's exclusive dial control has 10 settings, so you can control how much mascara you put on your lashes. Dial it low for a light coat. Dial it higher for thicker lashes.
Dial out messy globs and clumps.
Dial-A-Lash, world's first adjustable mascara.
From Maybelline.
Today, because of the investments of energy, talent, creativity, and diligence, Morgan State University has developed a legacy of success and accomplishments, which has made it a nationally recognized and highly acclaimed black institution. We're proud of our past and our present. With your help, we can be proud of our future. Make a valuable investment. Support the Morgan Development Fund. Make your contribution to the Morgan Development Fund, Morgan State University, Cold Spring Lane and Hillen Road, Baltimore, 21239.
The joy of living at Oregon Ridge Park. Sunday, October 4th, noon to 6 p.m. Fun and free.
Hello, I'm Billy Taylor. Help keep Project Survival's basketball league for kids alive and well by becoming a one-on-one player. For only a $30 tax-deductible contribution, you can sponsor a player for an entire season. In addition, you'll receive a season ticket to the games, a special T-shirt, a bumper sticker, and a certificate of sponsorship. Don't let the kids down. Become a one-on-one player and keep them playing basketball this summer. Call 396-1305.
Say what you want, but I'm here to stay, 'cause I'm a mean old lion. Go where you want, but don't get in my way, 'cause I'm a mean old lion. Well, you can say what you want, I'm mean and I don't play. And if you happen to make me mad,
than 20 years, Tina Turner had performed as a creation of her Svengali-like husband, Ike. But when she divorced him and started working on a solo career, the most important thing she had to do was overcome the fear of being on her own.
Not scared, but because determined I was at the time that I had about 20 years left to do what I wanted to do and to be able to do it looking halfway decent, because I didn't want to be an old star growing old and not having a chance to do what I wanted to do for once. I'm still in the business. I am not growing out of it. I'm still a part of it. And it tells me something. It tells me that I have something, and I value it.
In her more than 25 years on stage, Tina Turner has created a style of performing that may offend some with its blatant sexuality, but mostly entertains through its sheer energy and spontaneity. Performances worthy of a legend. I'm James Darren. Join me next week for Portrait of a Legend.
Promotional consideration has been provided by Western Airlines, featuring wide-body spaceship service with routes stretching from Hawaii to Florida, from Alaska to Mexico, and to Washington, D.C. Western Airlines, the only way to fly. James Darren's wardrobe provided by Giorgio's of Beverly Hills.
You know, Jerry, many national stories hit close to home.
That's all too true, Ted. Cuts to federally subsidized programs in our cities, employee layoffs, inflation, they affect us all.
And that's why it's important for you to stay informed. I'm Ted Koppel.
And I'm Jerry Turner. Whatever the story, Channel 13 is committed to bringing you the clearest, most complete report.
And for perspective and insight into major national news, Nightline follows Eyewitness News at 11:30.
Complete coverage every weeknight.
Here on Channel 13.
These are some important telephone numbers every household and around the county should have. All three provide information and referral services for our citizens regardless of income. One specializes in helping senior citizens, the other two all ages. At each number, counselors will tell you what kind of services, both public and non-public, are available and how to get in touch with people who help you with your problems. You don't even have to give your name, and everything you say will be kept in the strictest of confidence.
Hi-ho! Hi! We're here to tell you that the Muppet Show is right here on Channel 13. That's what friends are for.
Gloria Steinem, Monday on Our Magazine. Welcome to Channel 13's All-Night Movie, brought to you by Precision Tune, where you get all the extras for nothing extra. And by Bill's Carpet Warehouse. If you need carpet and don't see Bill's tomorrow, you'll be making a big mistake. first feature is The Resurrection of Zachary Wheeler, starring Angie Dickinson and Bradford.
Where do you get your car tuned for $39.40, including parts and labor and a 6-month, 6,000-mile guarantee? Precision Tune, that's where. For only $39.40, we'll set your carburetor and replace points, plugs, and condenser. And if needed, we'll replace your rotor cap, PCV valve, distributor cap, fuel filter, and up to 3...